What inspires you? Perhaps the natural beauty of the universe and your world that surrounds you. Or perhaps another way to phrase the question would be, who inspires you? A family member, a friend, or even a complete stranger? I would never have completed my journey, let alone even begun it, if I had not been inspired. It's hard to imagine now, but there was a time when we Capsuleers saw only bland graphical representations of the planets. It was thought at the time by designers and engineers that in order to navigate the stars, actual visuals were not needed. Pertinent situational awareness and tracking information alone were deemed sufficient. It wasn't until YC-111 that an upgrade to our camera drones and neural interface allowed for more realistic visuals. It was this upgrade that literally opened my eyes to the beauty of the planets all around me. I was inspired to visit each one in known space. Thus, my journey began. I was further inspired in YC-119 when, during the course of my adventure, Project Discovery Phase 2 was started. A new exoplanets hunting program was launched under the guidance of Concord's Chief of Deep Space Research, Professor Michael Mayer. This effort asked the Capsuleers of New Eden to help identify planets and solar systems beyond our cluster. Thousands and thousands of light curve data were provided to be analyzed for planetary transits. It was the amazing volunteer work of fellow Capsuleers that furthered our understanding of the universe, confirming the existence of planets around suns beyond New Eden. This monument, located in the Poxy system in the Genesis region, is a testament to the elite researchers that contributed. Another challenging volunteer effort took place during the lull in my journey in YC-115. Echelon Entertainment held an exploration challenge for pilots to capture images of some of the most amazing sights of New Eden. In the Forge region of the Jacanova system, there is a monument to Marcus Yeon and all of the intrepid explorers who risked their ships, clones, and crews to undertake this challenge. Of course, this being New Eden, there is a bit of intrigue surrounding even this noble undertaking. As Aura will tell you as you visit the site, it was placed next to the ruins of a quite astonishingly ill-fated secret experiment to warn explorers that on a very few select occasions, discretion is very much the better part of valor. Thousands of Capsuleers participated and even more images were submitted. A truly inspiring event that I was unfortunately unable to participate in due to family matters calling me back home to SciShow. Still, it was one of several things that rekindled my desire to come back and complete what I had started. It was in YC-116 when I returned to my journey that a fellow explorer by the name of Caroline Grace noticed an odd superluminal cosmic phenomenon. It started as a faint pinprick of light pulsing in the sky, which at first suggested a core collapse of a star about to go supernova. However, what made this particular phenomenon strange was the fact it could be observed from anywhere in New Eden, meaning the light from the effect was breaking the laws of physics as we know it. In order to be seen everywhere, the light from the phenomenon would have to be traveling faster than light can travel. Capsuleers were able to determine that System W477 TAC-P in unreachable Jove space was the likely location of the anomaly. As can be seen from this archival footage obtained by Capsuleer Daniel Jackson of Universal Exos, the star apparently did go supernova, producing another beauty for New Eden and beyond. It immediately began to be referred to as Caroline's Star. As an explorer, it's refreshing and inspiring to know that even today, new discoveries can be found by anyone, as long as we remain observant and curious. The New Eden cluster, and in particular its Capsuleers who fly among the stars, has a certain reputation. I knew in my State War Academy days that living the life of an immortal seems to bring out the worst in humanity. It was during those years at the Academy I first heard of a particular Capsuleer who inspired me to be my best, to not lose sight of who I am, or allow the undeniable power that comes with being a Capsuleer to change me. Kribba is known as the most honest Capsuleer in all of New Eden, and rightly so. From his first days as a Capsuleer, Kribba was what some call a Veldspar enthusiast. happily mining in high-security space in his Revelation-class dreadnought ship. He first gained acclaim in the wider Capsuleer community as a Galnet tools developer, but where his reputation really began to shine was when he started brokering Titan and supercarrier transactions as a neutral third party dealing in billions of ISK. Even though his brokering services are less in demand today because of the introduction of citadels that allow for the docking of these tremendous vessels, his reputation had already been established as someone who could be trusted. This monument, located in the Amar system of the Domain region, is a testament to his legacy of trust and peaceful industry. We've talked about sites, events, and Capsuleers who've inspired me, but there was only one I aspired to emulate, none other than Mark 726. It was about the same time I began my journey in YC-111 that he began sharing his experiences while sightseeing around the cluster on his holoblog, Eve Travel. Now, after more than 10 years of exploring and documenting nearly 200 sites around New Eden, you can find here in the Mos-Edit system of the Genesis region the Eve Travel Agency headquarters. It's here where Mark 726 built the foundation of his legacy, establishing himself in the lore of New Eden. I dare say his holoblog is the most exhaustive travel resource on the cluster you'll ever find. His hard work and dedication over the years is admired by all who take in his work. The Eve Travel Agency is a fitting testament to his efforts. His holoblog was a main source of inspiration to me and countless others to go out, explore, and see the stars. I started off as a fan, but have since been blessed and honored to call him friend for years now. I'm absolutely thrilled and honored to be sharing this journey with him for you.
It would be impossible to have a conversation about inspirations in New Eden without mentioning our illustrious host herself, Katya Say. Katya is a stargazer, both in terms of her birth and her experiences. Given her background, the Akura Stargazers Society was delighted to erect this statue in their home system of Saisho for their favorite daughter, just as soon as the technology had been approved by Concord. In fact, Katya's monument is the first of its kind, and it paved the way for some of the other monuments we have discussed so far today. Her nearly 10-year journey, in which she visited every single one of the 7,805 systems accessible in New Eden and wormhole space without losing a single ship, has become the stuff of legends. As any Capsuleer will tell you, her name is essentially synonymous with the word explorer. Now, Katya serves as the CEO of the cluster's premier exploration corporation, Signal Cartel. From this perch, she will not only continue to serve as an inspiration to all explorers, but she will also train up the next generation of explorers to peer into the many mysteries of New Eden. A fitting legacy for a trailblazing explorer.
It's been a blessing to be inspired and truly humbling to learn when you've inspired others. This series would never have come about if not for those who came before. I suppose it's a bit cliché to say, I stand on the shoulders of giants, but it's true. How else could I truly convey the significance of those sites, events, and people who've inspired me? I'm Katya Say.
And I'm Mark 726. Join us again next time on New Eden Travelers.
Fly clever.